Well, I don't have kids myself. I do want to end by discussing a story of someone that does, my sister. My sister, Berkeley, and her husband, Sean, have 3 boys. My 6-year-old nephew, Hayden, my twin 2-year-old nephews, Sawyer and Beckham. And I love these 3 boys to bits. But you can imagine what it's like to have 3 young boys running around and all the chaos that comes along with that. But it's also important to think of the cost that it would be for 3 young kids to be in childcare. If you're paying $1,800 a month per child, like many parents are in my riding, then the cost of childcare alone exceeds the average income of what you would receive as a British Columbian. And it's things like these that have led many parents in my riding and across the country to leave the workforce, which also greatly impacts our economy. The announcement that fees have been cut by an average, or have been on average cut in half last month, has been an absolute game changer for my sister and her whole family. It has meant that instead of paying $2,200 a month for the twins to access childcare, she's now paying $1,260. And what this has meant for her is that she's now been able to go back into the workforce. And not only that, to now pursue her dream job. So just as through my life, she's always been there to look after me and to look out and care for me, she's now working as a postpartum doula so that she can care for other new parents throughout the region. And so not only has this made a huge difference in the lives of her whole family, she's now able to help other families. And with other doulas like her, it's alleviating the burden on our healthcare system by reducing stress, reducing physical injuries and depression of expectant and new parents when they're going through some of the most major and emotional changes in their lives. Speaker, this is just one and a very personal example of the impact of affordable and accessible childcare. Through Bill C-35, we're going to ensure that families now and into the future will not be at risk of having access to this childcare be cancelled by a future government. More and more spaces will be created, and more spaces will become $10 a day. And throughout the process, there's going to be transparent oversight of the implementation of this agreement. So, Mr. Speaker, as I can see that my time is running out here, I look forward to the questions from my colleagues here, and I look forward to having this bill pass through this process into committee so we can move this a step forward in becoming law in our country.